Hey guys, so I thought that this would be as good a time as any to talk to you guys about what happened with the house that we bought, because I've been saying that I'm going to upload a video for a while now, and I just never got around to explaining to you guys exactly what happened with all of that and kind of what we saw when we went to the house. To, like, just before we were getting ready to move into the house, we went down to change the locks and everything, and what we saw was horrible. So this also kind of gives you guys a little bit of an explanation on why we are currently living from hotel to hotel. So when we went down there, where the house was, well, still is technically, the house that we bought, it was in Terre Haute, Indiana. I have lived there before, back when I was still with my first husband. And it was a 2-bedroom house, 1 bathroom. It had like a crawl space in the basement, and it had an attic. Now when we got there, it was a mess, you guys. Like, honestly, it seemed like whoever had owned the house before or was living in the house, renting the house, I don't know the situation, before us buying it, had just kind of left their trash everywhere. They left tools and like construction supplies. Let me just tell you this, there were holes in the wall where wiring and piping and everything had been pulled out, and we just didn't have the finances to be able to go in and repair those things. So we let the person that we had the contract for the house with, we let them know that we could not financially afford to repair the house. And the guy that we had the contract with was a real estate investor, and he just kind of, he said, well, you can either fix it or I can take it back. So we let him take the property back, because I mean, it was nice, but even in the backyard, there was like a little fire pit and stuff in the backyard, a huge tree, and a little screened in back porch that they had taken the windows out of and like boarded up everything. I don't know why, but they had even, like, in the breaker box, they had cut all the wiring out of the breaker box. So it would have cost like possibly, I mean, it's kind of, I'm not even really able to do or think or even estimate how much money it would cost for all of those repairs. So, like, yes, we knew that it was going to be a fixer-upper, but someone had broken into the house and taken all those things out, so that just, like, it was beyond our level of fixer-upping, if that makes sense. It was nice. Whoever had been living there had taken the little attic space that was there, and they were like trying to make it into another bedroom, so it probably wasn't up to code or anything like that. Like I said, there was no power to the house. There was no water running in the house. The toilet in the bathroom had been smashed. The roof in the bathroom, it looked like they were trying to fix the ceiling, and there was water like coming into the house from the ceiling in the bathroom. The front porch, there's like a nice little slab front porch that had an awning type thing over it, and that was all caving in, which we knew about, kind of, but it looked like there had been a fire in the front bedroom. I used to have pictures, but I think I accidentally deleted them when I got my new iPhone, so I'm sorry. There was a little room kind of in between the front bedroom and the bathroom that we were gonna have be Jacob's room, and like they had a whole bunch of building supplies and stuff in there, like plywood and things for like light fixtures. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. But they had painted like all over the walls. The walls were like a neon pink, hot pink color. And it was just like, there was way too much work to be done. And when I tell you the backyard, like it would have been nice. Like I said, they had a little fire pit built in the backyard, a big, huge tree that would have been nice for like summer days. There was couches in the backyard. There were tires in the backyard. There were toys. There were a whole bunch of different stuff in the backyard. And when I tell you that it probably would have cost hundreds of dollars to get Waste Management to pick it up and take it away, because I couldn't even, like, piles and piles of stuff. I felt bad for the neighbors because the people who owned the neighboring property was like a real estate management company and they were renting it out. I feel bad for the neighbors. There were holes, like when I tell you in the attic, they were trying to make a living space out of it. There were holes in the wall, in the roof. The roof looked like it had tarping put all over the whole roof, because the roof did need to be done. I knew that before we signed the contract. It had tarping put all over it, and somebody had left the tarp there long enough for the tarp to become shredded up and fly off of the roof, because there was like tarping all over the roof, all over the side of the house. Windows were broken. When we walked right in the front door, it's like when you walk in the front door, you're walking into the living room and straight ahead is the kitchen. And then if you go this way, the front bedroom is right here. And there was a hole where the chimney was. So somebody had like cut into the chimney. I don't know if they were looking for piping or what, but they had cut a hole into the chimney and it was just a whole mess. So if you guys were curious about what happened to the house we bought, that's kind of the story about what happened. It would have been nice, like if we had enough money to fix all those things, it would have been perfectly fine. But you guys know we were struggling before. I mean, we're struggling now, but we were struggling before too. So there was no way that we could afford to fix that house. Not with all of the fixing that needed to happen. So anyways, I thought that I would share that with you guys. If there's anything else you'd like me to talk about in a future video, be sure to let me know and I will make a video for you on that topic. And I will talk to you guys again in my next video.